I forget what we're doing. We are giving Virgil the MP3 player so that he can hack into
Virgil,
something.
I know nothing can replace your MP3 player,
but here's an MP3 player.
Well, what do you know? Same model. You steal it?
No, certainly not. I'm a lawyer.
Exactly, so you stole it. Well, it doesn't replace the music, though, does it? Ah, heck. I got it all on CD at home anyway. Thanks, George.
See, he's fine now.
Hey, Virgil, you got 5 minutes?
Sure, what can I do for you?
Virgil, I need to get online to do some research.
So go online. What's stopping you?
The site I need blackballed me after Glastonbury. Locked me out.
Take it from me, George, and I've been in prison. Ain't no such thing as locked out. Now, where's that little gadget? I know it's here somewhere. There you go, George. This should be useful.
What?
What is it?
It's a flash card with a few little features of my own design. Just slip it into your PDA and ride that internet.
What could possibly be... So, he's been locked... What could possibly be on a flash card that could get him access to a website that has been banned from? This makes no sense.
So, what happened after we barricaded ourselves in?
First they broke into your office, then they searched the whole place, then they smashed everything up.
Oh, I bet you showed them a few moves though, hey Virgil?
Are you kidding? I was under the desk, man.
Oh, well, so what did they do then?
Busted my MP3 player and left.
Well, that's some story.
What's so funny, man?
Well, you under a desk, Virgil. I mean, I wish I'd seen that.
You want to keep me as your friend, you better leave it, George.
Yeah, I feel like this is a bit harsh.
So, how's Anna Maria been?
She's literally standing right there.
Don't worry about her, man. I talked her into a nice, cool place.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, she's been through a lot, George. She needed a shoulder to lean on.
Uh-huh. And you just happen to have one available, huh?
You know me, George.
Yep, I do.
Yep, I do. You talk to her?
Anna Maria, can you spare a moment?
What do you need, George?
What do you need, George? Let's not do that.
That meatpacking place is pretty shady.
It's a real factory, huh?
It is. But take my advice, never eat a Martino salami.
Salami.
So why are the Mafia after your manuscript?
My father was a heavy drinker. There wasn't a bar in town he didn't tell his treasure map story. And the fact that his daughter was decoding it.
I guess it was just a matter of time before someone took him seriously, huh?
I actually want to look up who the voice actor is. Maria, broken sword actor.
So, this manuscript has been in your family for years, huh?
It was handed down to my father. He had a whole collection.
Oh, so there were more?
Many more.
So each one could point to a hidden treasure?
I wouldn't be too sure about that. But this one certainly does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never heard her voice before. She just sounded familiar, but I'm pretty sure I don't know. All right, well, let's do this highly suspect. Has the thing already gone in? I think it has. Let's log on to the internet. That's not how it works. Connection firewalled, hack connection.
Right, George. This is my homemade hacking system, with the emphasis on homemade, know what I mean? I'll show you how to use it by hacking
It's a
into a
hacking
computer owned by
minigame.
an old friend of mine. This is you, symbolized by your PDA. This is your destination, the database you're attempting to hack.
Oh god.
What you gotta do is connect your data stream to the target computer without being spotted or stopped. See here, my friend lives on the other side of the state. This mountain range is in the way, so we gotta go around it. If we're gonna hack into the database, we're gonna have to pass through these points, or root nodes. They disguise the data stream from your PDA so you don't get found out. To manipulate the data stream, you gotta use routers and refractors. You understand?
No.
You're utilizing other less secure systems in the area. You're pretty limited to what the device can find at the time, but there's normally enough to do the job. This one acts like a mirror. It'll deflect the beam at 90-degree angles. This one refracts your beam at 45-degree angles. These are splitters. They can split a beam at either 45 or 180-degree angles. As the target device is searching for one data stream, you'll need to converge the data streams back into one. You do this using a splitter, but in reverse. But if you're using a splitter in one direction, you can't use it.
Alright, we gotta learn by doing.
These points are the bad boys. They're nodes which detect what you're up to and stop your hacking. You gotta be one step ahead of these fellas. Accidentally route your data stream into one of these, and your connections bust open. I recommend you plan your route before you start placing nodes all over the place. So, watch me complete this puzzle.
This might actually be an alright hacking minigame.
There you go. Now let's see what my friend has in his database. Oh, no. Oh boy, we didn't want to see that. He is one outrageous dude. Okay, George, your turn.
Oh no. Oh, we get like espionage music. Where are we trying to get to? Here. Okay, so actually I'm gonna have to go. I know. I know where I went wrong. I feel like I don't have enough stuff. Okay. There we go. Server has been hacked. Yale database has been downloaded. Right, I pay telephone. Oh, right. This is just the. All right. So the historical database. Welcome note from Andre Larbino. So I do his shit voice. Dear colleagues, I welcome you to this Society of Antiquarian Knowledge. Simply enter the keyword on a subject that you wish to research and indulge yourself in the first-class repository of wisdom. Those of you who know me will agree that I am a tolerant and open-minded man. It is therefore... I really wish I could scroll with the mouse wheel. It is therefore... Wait. Oh. It is... Okay, so we, click and drag scroll. It is therefore with particular regret that I must inform you that after making a number of brazen and fallacious claims, George Stobart, a man who would once have claimed many of you as friends, to be barred from accessing this repository for life. Waste no more time on this disagreeable subject and instead invite you to enjoy my little drawing inspired by the claimed exploits of Mr. Stobart, your friend Andre Lobino. And then Baphomet.
The link with Baphomet proves that there's some kind of Templar connection here.
Oh god. Do I have to click through all of these? Is this just going to be a shit ton of reading? One of the key charges leveled at the Knights Templar during their trials in the 14th century was that they worshipped an ungodly head idol that they called Baphomet. Baphomet is probably either a corruption of the name Muhammad or the translation of the goddess Sophia, wisdom, when encrypted with the Atbash cipher. Some believe that Baphomet represents the severed head of John the Baptist. During the trials, one of the knights, Guillaume d'Arblay, testified that he had seen Baphomet twice and described it as being a bearded head constructed of wood and silver. Other charges leveled against the Templars included that of demon worship, kissing the anus of cats, and homosexuality. These accusations of heresy had been first leveled against the Cathars in the Languedoc a century previously by the Dominican monks who undertook the fearsome Inquisition. Charges of heresy also extended to the relationship that the Templars had with the fearsome assassins, an elite order of Muslim warriors. It was believed that the assassins provided the Templars with the occult knowledge, which went on to form the basis of teachings of both Masonry and Rosicrucianism.
The Templars really were victims of betrayal and greed. Philippe IV. I wonder, did you pay for your sins?
Alright, let's just quickly cancel through this. Oh my god, Is this seriously a mechanic in this game that I've got to do? I've got to just click through all this stuff? That's a lot of reading. Feels like a homework assignment. The Order of the Poor Knights of Christ and the Temple of Solomon. The Knights Templar was founded in 1120. Over a period of 200 years, the order became the most powerful and most secretive organization in history. The Templars quickly built enormous wealth. Kings of Europe came to them cap in hand to negotiate loans. They created many fundamental aspects of today's international banking system, like the banknotes and letters of credit. Yet, faithful to their solemnly sworn vows of poverty, the individual members of the secret society were penniless. But when the Knights Templar was destroyed in the 14th century, their incredible riches, as well as their fabled great secret, vanished into thin air. To escape persecution by King Philippe IV of France, the Templars' treasure and their enormous fleet moored at La Rochelle simply disappeared. To this day, its whereabouts has never been discovered. The end of the Templars was signified by the execution of their last Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, who was burned alive before a chanting mob in Paris in 1314, and the distribution of their lands to the Knights Hospitalier. But some historians believe they simply changed their name and went underground. Any fans of Jamiroquai? Evidence has been cited that links famous figures from more recent history with the order hundreds of years after it officially ceased to be. Leonardo da Vinci is named as one, Sir Isaac Newton another. The great explorer Vasco da Gama journeyed with the Templar cross insignia on his sails, as did Christopher Columbus. Evidence even suggests that the Templars discovered America some 80 years before Columbus. Hey Maze Grub, how you doing? We're just reading. This is more reading than any other game I've ever encountered. Some maintain that the Order of the Knights Templar still exists today, though under another name. Throughout Europe, its members are still thought to meet secretly to discuss unknown business, conduct arcane rituals, and plot our destiny behind closed doors. Ugh. The Knights Templar owned many fabled religious treasures, including, it is said, the crown of thorns worn by Jesus as he perished on the cross. They were also in possession of a mysterious great secret. Some believe this to have been the most revered of all Christian relics, the Holy Grail. Others believe that the great secret may have been a particular knowledge which, if revealed, would undermine our fundamental view of Christianity itself.
Even by medieval standards, Philip IV was a ruthless, vain dictator. His puppet Clement V was no better.
Philip IV, son of Philip III, was born in Fontainebleau in 1268 and crowned king in 1285. He was known as Le Belve. Philippe was a vain and highly ambitious man. Philip aggressively extended his kingdom, including seizing the lands around Bordeaux from Edward I of England, before centralizing his government and establishing a structure of legists. Politicians appointed by the king who were not of noble birth and who were wholly loyal to Philippe. It was this structure of legists that allowed Philip to manipulate the papacy and supported his conflict with the legitimate Roman Catholic Pope Boniface VIII, which grew out of the king's attempt to levy taxes on the church. In response, Boniface issued a papal bull, Unam Sanctum, declaring papal supremacy and forbidding the clergy to pass taxes to the crown. On the death of the Boniface VIII in 1305, which many suspect was orchestrated by the king, Philip manipulated and bullied the cardinals in Rome to appoint as pontiff his puppet Bert de Malay. Was arrested, charged with heresy and burned in 1314, but not before laying a curse on both Philip IV and Clement V. Both died later that year, the Pope from a sudden attack of dysentery, the king in a hunting accident. Misfortune struck the kings of France thereafter, culminating 500 years later after de Malay's death in the French Revolution, the decapitation of Louis XVI at the guillotine. Legend has it that a man jumped onto the guillotine, dipped his finger in the king's blood and shouted, "Jacques de Malay, you are avenged."
Clement V was just a puppet of the king. Did you know popes used to be regularly attacked by mobs in those days? Can't say I'm surprised.
As Napoleon said, history is written by the victors.
Bertrand de Got was elected Pope in 1305 and took on the name Clement V. Clement was the first Pope to be based in Avignon. Indeed, he never visited Rome. Absolutely servile to King Philippe IV of France, who was happy to bless the king for having attacked his predecessor, Boniface VIII, and supported Philippe in his persecution of the Knights Templar. Most of Clement's cardinals were relatives and so corrupt and nepotistic that he... Most of Clement's cardinals were relatives, and so corrupt and nepotistic was he that... That doesn't make sense. Most of Clement's cardinals were relatives, and so corrupt and nepotistic was he that, and when he died, they inherited so much wealth, and the papacy was almost bankrupted. No, that doesn't make sense.
Jacques de Molay was cynically betrayed by Philippe IV of France.
Jacques de Molay was initiated into the Knights Templar at 1265 at the age of 21 and quickly rose through the ranks. He was initially based in Britain, where his positions included the Visitor General before being appointed Grand Preceptor of all England. In May 1291, de Molay fought bravely to defend Acre, the last city in the Holy Lands, or Outremer, under Christian control, but was overwhelmed by Mamluk forces. Mamluks were professional soldiers of slave origin. The fall of Acre was humiliating for the Christians, representing the culmination of a steady decline of Christian influence in the Holy Land since the disastrous loss of Jerusalem to the brilliant Muslim General Saladin in 1187. Recapturing the Holy Lands and Jerusalem in particular from the Muslim armies was de Molay's obsession. With the death of Theobald Gaudin in 1292, de Molay was installed as 23rd and last Grand Master. Moving his base to the island of Cyprus, de Molay immediately drew up plans to recapture the Outremer. He forged an alliance with the Mongols of Persia with limited success. In September 1302, the final foothold in the Holy Lands was lost when the island of Ruad or Arawad was attacked by Muslims forces, and the Christian garrison which was trapped on the island was massacred. Ruling over an almost bankrupt kingdom, the French king, Philip IV, coveted the wealth of the order. When the Templars received much of the blame for the loss of the Holy Lands, he hatched an audacious plan to discredit them and seize their possessions. The treasure held at their commanderies, their extensive lands, their fleet, which was largely Europe, and in particular interest, their arcane secret, which I think we already read. In the autumn of 1307, Philip IV summoned de Molay to France on Friday the 13th of October. Ooh, Friday the 13th today. 1307, the king's deputy struck, swooping down on the Templar commanders, arresting all the members of the order and seizing their assets. De Molay was arrested and in March 1314 was burned on the Ile de Paris. We haven't read about John the Baptist. Apparently he's not going to read anything about John the Baptist. I've not got anything to say. Jesus, this is long. Bear with me. John the Baptist, Jesus' cousin, is an enigmatic character who is revered by the Templars. Evidence from the apocryphal Gospels have led some to believe that Jesus, who was born in 7 BC, competed with his older brother James, who was actually born in 0 AD, for the rightful claim to being the true Messiah. Oh, so Jesus was just a very naughty boy then. Although John the Baptist did baptize Jesus in the River Jordan, it is suggested he supported James rather than Jesus. So some even suggest that John the Baptist and James are actually the same person. Jesus. The Dead Sea Scrolls indicate that prior to the birth of Christ, it had been widely prophesied that a Messiah would be born and would lead the Jewish people to freedom. Desperate for such a Messiah, the people welcomed Jesus when he announced himself. Jesus knew what he had to do to fulfill the prophecies. He selected 12 apostles and began to preach. His actions threatened Herod Antipas, the Jewish leader appointed by the Romans, as well as the Romans and the Pharisees. At the same time, John the Baptist had criticized Herod Antipas and governor of Galilee for marrying Herodias, the divorced wife of his half-brother, also called Herod. Jesus. John the Baptist was promptly arrested. Infuriated by the criticism, Herodias conspired with her daughter, who demanded that John the Baptist's head be brought to her. John the Baptist was beheaded and his head delivered on a platter. After the death of John the Baptist, many of his followers switched allegiance and supported Jesus' claim as Messiah. The Templars possessed many holy relicts. Perhaps the head of John the Baptist was one such artifact, and that the head was Baphomet, the personification of wisdom. Certainly the Templars celebrated his feast day. Is that it? I have no idea what all that means now.
Anna Maria, can you spare a moment?
What do you need, George?
That meatpacking place is pretty shit.
You've already said this.
It's a real factory, huh?
It is. But take my advice, never eat a Martino salami.
You literally just said that. So what's the point of reading all that?
It reads, "Below the fortress of the one true patriarch awaits the angel. For he who is worthy and follows the path."
I really wish you could skip this dialogue.
But which fortress? St. George fighting a dragon. It's an eastern-looking city. The medieval city of Paris. The fires of hell are consuming the city. It says, "The first, find the knights who share a horse, and grasp the stone to open the way."
Maybe the first refers to the path that the righteous must take to reach the angel.
That makes sense. So we should understand the clue once we arrive at the right place.
Where are we going? I don't know where we're going.
Hey, Virgil, you got 5 minutes?
Sure, what can I do for you?
Pretty sure there's nothing in the office. It's just the empty safe, right? And he's not going to say anything.
The door's stuck fast, jammed from behind.
Anna Maria, can you spare a moment?
What do you need, George?
No, I don't want that.
100 watts of top quality audio heaven. Beats paying the rent any day.
I don't know what you want from me, George.
I need to research the manuscript more.
I mean, I've already... Do you know how much I've read? Crap, my mouse has run out of juice. And I think I just broke things. There we go. Right, Knights Templar, John the Baptist, Templars. Great Secret, Philip IV, Jean de Malay, Knights Hospitalier. Okay. The Orders of the Hospital of St. John of Jerusalem was founded in the 11th century by Blessed Gerard. Building hospitals, the monastic brotherhood tended the sick in the Holy Lands during the First Crusade, and both Christians and their enemies. They were all both expanded to include combat, and they quickly became, along with the Knights Templar, a highly organized and skillful military force in the Holy Lands. With the loss of the Holy Lands, the Hospitalers, it doesn't really seem like a French word, moved their base back to Rhodes, from where they found themselves in a continual war with the Turks. When the Templars were destroyed by Philip IV, their lands were passed to the Hospitallers, their great military rivals. Rhodes finally fell to the Turks in 1520s, and the Oda moved to Malta, where they flourished until the capture of the island by Napoleon in 1798. Pleas to the Pope and the monarch of Europe for help went unanswered. So is that it? We just go to Rhodes?
I need to research the manuscript more.
Really? Pretty sure we just go to Rhodes, right?
It reads, "The first, find the knights who share a horse and grasp the stone to open the way." It's an eastern-looking city. The manuscript was made in 1307. The Templars must have known an attack was imminent and took care their treasure would be safe. Fleur-de-lis in some pattern. It's the angel referred to in the manuscript.
Oh my god, do I just have to read like all of them?
It reads, "The second, address the arms upon the shields and close the circle for the knights to let you pass." It reads, The third, follow the Master's worldly route and prove yourself worthy to live.
I think we just need to
First,
go to...
the fortress where he did fight, but was
I think we need to go to
overwhelmed
Rhodes.
by Mamluk's might. Then he traveled to Longshank's fair city, and as Grand Preceptor he was received. To the temple at Villeneuve, where he was appointed Grand Master of the Order, before journeying to the island where he holds his court. It reads, the last, to see the light, turn from Holy Sion to face, the great fortress of the Empire of the East, the seat of the Holy Church in the west, the learned Coptic city to the south. Cross, crescent moon, Star of David. I wonder why these symbols are here. It reads, below the fortress of the one true patriarch awaits the angel, for he who is worthy and follows the path of the righteous. But which fortress?
Rhodes, like, surely. The only place that's been mentioned.
The fires of hell are consuming the city.
I hate how you get no feedback when you, like, do something that he's not gonna do. He just sort of stands there. I honestly don't know.
I need to research the manuscript more.
Alright, let's get this over with. I think this is ridiculous, right? But I think you have to look at things in a certain order.
It's the angel referred to in the manuscript. It's an eastern-looking city.
Right, why can't I go into the thing? I want to go into the server again. Okay. Don't know why I couldn't connect to it. Okay, so I need to go into not Philip IV. Clement V. Something about that, right? Yeah, I need to go in there. I looked this up because I was like, I've literally looked at everything I can. I figured out I need to go to Turkey. But I think there's a very specific order that the game wants you to do things. So open the manuscript again, check the holy man at the right, and then check the fortified city. I don't remember seeing a holy man, but is it the knight?
St. George fighting a dragon.
No. Holy man, there he is.
A worthy and devout-looking man? It's an eastern-looking city.
If Clement V is not...
Oh my god, that's so
and St. George,
stupid.
who came from Turkey, is fighting a dragon below the city of a holy man, who is the true patriarch,
Yes?
then the city must be Istanbul, which was known as Constantinople.
I figured
in
that
medieval
out.
times.
I didn't
And
need
the
to
fortress
do that.
Must be a reference to the old
Ugh.
citadel of Constantinople.
George, that's amazing. Does it still exist?
I don't know, but I bet someone in Istanbul would.
George, you are brilliant. Thank you so much for helping me.
I'd like to register
Yeah,
my
having fun.
distaste.
I'd never turn down the chance to search for Templar treasure.
Alright, can we get out of here now?
So, Anna Maria, you feel like a trip to
I
Istanbul?
mean, she's got to be paying, right?
You think we'll find the treasure?
We'll have a damn good try.
Paying us 20 grand, but I can't imagine that would include expenses. Nice frame rate.
Room service.
That's not going to be room service, is it?
Come in.
Good afternoon, Effendi. I bring chai for you and your good lady wife.
Thank you. She's not my wife, you know.
Ah, of course. Yes, well, you are indeed blessed, sir, to have such a beautiful mistress.
No, what I mean is, we haven't, we don't, there's nothing happening.
We're not an
Well,
item.
sir, a few nights here in the beautiful Pasha Palace, and the sweet creature will know your special gift of romantic love, I am sure. I shall leave you to your rejuvenating sleep, sir.
Hi, George.
Actually, who's getting room service when they're asleep? What's he just done? What's he brought?
Yeah, hi.
What a sweet waiter. What was he saying?
Oh, nothing. The weather. Rain. Says it's not expected.
I mean, she's sleeping topless.
All an ugly rumor. Which is good.
I don't think that would happen.
Time to find the treasure, huh? I'll be in the corridor while you get dressed. All set?
Yeah, thank you, George. I'm so glad you decided to help me, George. I can't believe we're really here. Can you?
Yeah, it's kind of like a dream.
George will go to Syria on a whim.
Oh no, not a nightmare. I used to be a patent lawyer, you know. Worked in my dad's old firm.
A lawyer? I'd never have guessed.
Well, I take that as a compliment.
Okay. Alright, let's talk to her.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And busy with VIP check-in requirements.
What sites can you recommend?
How about the Blue Mosque? Most of our cheap deal guests seem to find it quite satisfying.
Wow. She's really looking down on us, apparently.
Anything else of interest?
There is also our Mosaic Museum. Guests like you seem to enjoy it.
Tell me more about Istanbul.
Do have a look at our map to see which sites could interest you.
Oh, very nice.
Tell me more about Istanbul.
Do have a look at our map to see which sites could interest you.
Alright, we won't harass her
Do you know
anymore.
anything about where we might find the old citadel?
I have no idea. Why don't you ask the waiter? He knows a lot about the city.
I will do just that, thank you. Or nothing. Let's play around with her computer.
The reception computer system. Pasha Palace has probably got a free wireless zone. Posh place.
I think even... When was this game published? 2006? Yeah, maybe Wi-Fi would have been... not that standard. Now, I want to go down here. On the waiter.
Ah, my friend. And how is my favorite guest this afternoon?
So, are you happy in your work then?
I have been a waiter all my life, sir. A joyous life, dedicated to the art of fulfilling the desires of each and every guest that travels to our great city. The exotic crucible where East meets West.
So yes.
Do you know anything about an old citadel here in Istanbul?
Oh, the great citadel.
Oh.
Legend tells that it is buried deep under Topkapi Palace.
Topkapi?
Topkapi is one of our most beautiful sights. Alas, it is not
Of
open
course.
to the public this week. There is a political conference going on and the place is crawling with guards. Why not instead visit the famous hookah smokers by Galatasaray? Or the San Sofia, the Blue Mosque, the Turkish baths. Very sexy, my friend.
It's been pretty helpful.
Outside, Istanbul is bustling with people.
Look, working mirrors. That's Deathloop playing up. Modern games. Alright, we've got nothing to talk to her about. Presumably we can just go, right? Because I assume there's nothing there. Yeah, I don't think the 3D perspective really adds anything. Because you're still, like, you're so beholden to the camera. I'm so glad they went back to 2D for Broken Sword 5.
This is Topkapi Palace, the jewel of the Ottoman Empire.
Alright, so obviously we're gonna have to speak to the. Let's just try and run past him.
Excuse me, sir. No one through here without an ID. Sorry. No tourists allowed in this week. Wait. You press?
Yes. I'm a journalist.
Here we go.
What paper?
New York Times.
They already signed in.
I meant the Idaho Chronicle.
They cancelled. Are you guessing?
Of course not.
Maybe you're not really a journalist. Maybe you are a terrorist.
No. You see, I'm freelance, so I often forget who I'm with.
Oh, yes?
Because I work for so many papers.
All the paper guys signed in.
And TV. I work for TV. A lot.
All the TV guys signed in.
And
Radio.
Of course.
Radio all signed in.
Oh, heck.
Apart from
Yes?
Eamon O'Mara.
You're kidding. But that's amazing.
Why?
Well, because of all the journalists in all the world,
Yes?
you picked the one journalist
Yes?
that is me. Me.
You mean you're Eamon O'Mara? Oh, we've been expecting you, Mr. O'Mara.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to the Pasha
Stay at
Palace.
Pasha Palace? I'm afraid I have to ask for your ID anyway, Mr. O'Mara.
Oh, heck. I'm sorry. I left it at the hotel.
No ID, no entry, no exceptions.
Alright, so, well, let's have a. Is there a. Alright, the game is nice and is basically saying there is nothing for you to do here. But go back to the hotel. I don't mind that. Long load
Back at
screens.
the Pasha Palace Hotel.
I don't have a problem with that. They made it really, really quick. So I need to get to the computer to
What can you
see
tell me about Topkapi?
where O'Mara is.
Oh, it's very beautiful. But the presidential conference is being held there this week. Only invited diplomats and press will be allowed in. Why not visit somewhere else? There's a map on the wall there, where you can see all the main attractions.
What can you tell me about Topkapi?
Oh, it's very beautiful, but the presidential conference is being held there this week. Only invited diplomats and press
I
will
hate
be
how you
allowed
can't
in.
skip dialogue.
Why not visit somewhere else? There's a map on the wall there, where you can see all the main attractions.
So, I hear Eamon O'Mara is staying here.
Oh, yes. At this very hotel. It is so exciting to have a real celebrity here.
Celebrity, huh?
World famous.
That a fact?
Up your alley?
Very good. After my little adventure in Glastonbury, Eamon wrote a bestseller about it. The End of the World, my part in how it nearly happened, but didn't. On the back of that, he's become a celebrity
I
journalist.
forgot that was his name. That was the guy we
He still
bumped
hasn't
into.
come down from his room today. I expect he is up there preparing for one of his brilliant interviews.
Nursing a hangover, more like.
Sorry?
I said he's so good behind a mic.
I get off duty soon, and then I shall personally take in the letter that just arrived from Topkapi. I had to sign for it, you know. Must be very important.
Tell me more about Eamon.
Imagine having Eamon O'Mara here in the hotel.
Yes, imagine.
Is that it?
Tell me more about Eamon.
Imagine having Eamon O'Mara here in the hotel.
Yes, imagine.
Right, we'll look at this just because I think we should.
Anna Maria, look at this. Topkapi Palace is enormous. Where the heck are we going to find any traces of the old citadel?
Underground.
There's a fountain in the inner courtyard. It must connect to the water system. Maybe that's the aqueduct that served the old citadel.
Yeah, that's possible.
But how do we get in if it's closed to the public?
You are working with George Stobart. There's always a way.
There's a fountain in the inner courtyard. Sometimes these connect to the lower aqueduct system. Maybe we could get underground there. That's the entrance. Probably heavily.
Well, we've already
guarded
been
this
there,
week.
right? So
The famous harem. Apparently the prince kept 200 concubines, as well as the usual 10 wives. Lover's vestibule? Wonder what that is.
Maybe the waiter knows.
the waiter knows then.
Museum section, it says. That's where the Topkapi dagger is exhibited.
Never been to Turkey. Wouldn't fancy it these days. Erdogan has sort of fucked it over.
There's a smaller courtyard there. Could it be a way in?
Alright, let's see what the waiter knows.
I guess the palace is impenetrable? I mean, with all the security?
Only the Crusaders managed to break into Topkapi, and they had somebody on the inside. A beautiful woman, I suspect, though the legend is murky.
Narki.
I found a building on the map marked Lover's Vestibule. Do you know what that is?
The Lover's Vestibule. It is a side entrance that has a famous bolt system which can only be opened from the inside.
So that's how we get out then. Is that just going to be the thing?
Are there any other interesting entrances to the palace?
There are also doors inside that require 2 people to open them. Legend has it they were installed to prevent the gorgeous concubines sneaking out for a quick rendezvous with a guard.
Rendezvous. Alright, so we got to figure out, I think, some way of getting rid of her from here.
The letter for Eamon.
She's gonna see us, right?
Please, leave that. It is not for you.
No point in going back upstairs yet.
Right, what we got in our inventory? Hotel fly with scribbled number. George Stobart. Bond ID. Okay. You might like this.
I've got no reason to try that.
There's every reason to try that. She likes celebrity, apparently. Right, should we just show the manuscript?
That's not such a good idea.
I thought so. We'll give her a salami. How about that?
That won't work here.
Imagine George's salami not being popular.
No way am I doing that. It's a picture of the receptionist holding a golf trophy.
Okay, that's interesting. So she will be interested in the golf club. I was about to try it.
Ever seen a club like this before?
Very neat.
I'm waiting on the patent to come through. I expect it'll make me rich. Stupendously rich, probably.
You don't say. Maybe I should try it?
Ever seen a club like this before?
Very neat.
I'm waiting on the patent to come through. I expect it'll make me rich.
No.
Stupendously rich, probably.
I'm just really looking for a key to skip
You
dialogue.
don't say. Maybe I should try it?
Right. Will she want to talk about it?
Are there any good golf courses in Istanbul?
Oh, you're interested in golf? It's one of my two passions.
What's the other?
Celebrities.
So now we should be able to show her that, right?
Ah, to be back on the green.
You know, it's really hard to find clubs that fit the female frame.
Oh, really? I'm sure in your case that's not a problem.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Well, your frame is, it would, look good on a golf club?
My frame on a golf club?
Istanbul. What a city.
So can we show her the golf club again now?
Ah, to
Oh,
be
why?
back on the green.
Why?
You know, it's really hard to find clubs that fit the female frame.
Oh, really? I'm sure in your case that's
I
not a
hate
problem.
that they didn't
I'm
allow you to
sorry,
skip
what do you
dialogue.
mean?
Well, your frame is, it would,
But
look
kind
good
of bait
on
you
a
into
golf club?
My
playing
frame
dialogue
on
twice.
a golf club?
Istanbul.
Like, I want to make
What
sure I'm at the end of the
a
conversation
city.
chain.
What a city.
Right. Will she be more interested in this now?
Ever seen a club like this before?
Very neat.
I'm waiting on the patent to come through. I expect
Right, so
it'll
it's
make
exactly
me
the
rich.
same.
Stupendously rich, probably.
You don't say. Maybe I should try it?
I've got no reason to try that.
You have, though. She likes celebrities.
There's a receptionist behind the counter. She looks pretty efficient. The reception computer system. The reception computer system.
Sneezing.
That's not quite right.
Alright, she's going to click through me then, is she? Um,
I've got no reason to try that. It's the flyer for the lousy New York hotel. Scribbled on the top is the number for the hotel cleaning cupboard, 5837X.
I don't think we need to speak to the...
That won't work here.
Alright, so presumably I can't go back upstairs.
No point in going back upstairs yet. A promo photograph of Lucy Chu. I've got no reason to try that.
Alright, where's she gone? Come here. Look, I've got valuable stealing to do. You can't just run off. There you are.
The letter from the palace might be important. I'm going to distract the receptionist. Can you grab the letter while she's not looking?
You bet. Isn't this fun?
Shh. It is, isn't it?
So presumably it's not just a matter of talking to her. I think it's showing another golf club again, but now that I've had that conversation with Anna Maria, we can...
Not
There we
as
go.
often as I'd like. What's your handicap?
My ears, I guess.
Oh,
Can I show you my putt?
surprise me.
Look at that sneaking animation. That's really painful. This club is crazy. And that's also not a putt. That's not how you putt.
That was actually quite impressive.
Thank you. It's all in the grip, of course.
He said that this photo
How
is of
famous
her
are you?
Oh, very
holding
famous.
a golf trophy, but she's clearly holding a
I'm not
golf club.
convinced.
Alright, so I think what I do now is talk to her and be like, oh, I need to look at the computer.
Did you get it?
You bet. It's an ID card for the palace press conference.
You are a star.
Oh. Alright, well, we can go then. I don't know if she will get in. I suspect we'll have to do something for her.
Back at Top Copy.
Looks like Eamon was given an ID card and a map for Top Copy. I separated the map and the ID card.
Have we also got a paperclip?
It's a paper clip. A map of Top Copy Palace. Eamon's ID card. The photo
Oh.
is only loosely attached.
Okay, so I need to do...
That won't work here.
Do I need to go back? Actually, let me just see if I can go back to the hotel. Do I need to... I suspect I'm going to need to do all this shit upstairs, right? That would make sense to me.
Back at the Pasha Palace Hotel.
No point in going back upstairs yet.
Alright, could we just do it over here then? Alright, because we obviously need to do...
That's not such a good idea. Using that won't work. No way am I doing that.
She gone. I really wish she'd stop running off.
That's not such a good idea. I am not gonna do that.
I thought we could use the grease from that salami.
It's a paper clip. That's not quite right.
If I have to... If I have to like try and get in with this and then it fails, I'll be not too impressed. Because obviously I've got to change the photo, right? And use the one from
Copy.
my...
I'll never fool him with this ID.
Yeah,
I don't look anything like Eamon.
That's what I thought, but...
I am not gonna do that. That won't work here. That won't work here.
I don't know what you want me to do.
No way am I doing that. That won't work here. That's not quite right. That won't work here. That's not such
I'm
a
just
good
trying to
idea.
heat something to make this...
Eamon's ID card. The photo is only loosely attached.
Then...
Excuse me, sir. No one through here without an ID.
I don't know what the game wants me to do. Do I have to go back to the hotel and pick up a knife or something? Is there even a knife pick-upable?
Back at the Pasha Palace Hotel.
Ah, there we go.
Looks like we missed breakfast.
No, he's gonna object.
Got it. Nice souvenir. I am not gonna do that.
What?
I got the photo out of the ID, which is now ruined. Excellent. Now I've got ID to enter the palace.
Lame. It's a bit lame. Like there's been worse though in this game. It's been great so far.
Top copy.
Hi Kefal, how's it going? It's been brilliant. I haven't been annoyed at all. At 0 point have I bitched and moaned about this game.
Shock is that? You really are Eamon O'Mara. Now, Mr. O'Mara, say the words for me. You know, the words.
Nah, I really couldn't.
Oh, please, I'm sure you could.
No, I'm sure I can't.
I think you can.
You gotta be in the mood.
Say them now.
Up your alley.
Oh, fantastic. Again.
Up your alley.
With feeling.
Up your alley.
Oh, Ekin at the gate will love it. He and I listen to all your shows. He's even got a poster of you at home. I'll let him know you're here.
Terrific.
Uh-oh. A dude who knows what we're meant to look like. Apparently she can get in. No exceptions to get in without ID, but he's fine. I'll give it credit. There's quite a few things that are so bad they're good. I tried to get back in, tried to get back to its roots in a few parts, but the puzzle, yeah, the puzzles have been just really pretty terrible. I admire what the game has tried to do.
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
Oh, we've only had to do one hack so far, so...
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
Alright. But I was just so glad that when
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
5 came along, they went back to 2D. Because being in 3D really
Could you just wait to the side there, please?
does
I
nothing.
have someone important coming any moment now.
But I'm important.
Eamon O'Mara? You? You're not Eamon O'Mara. You stole his ID.
I knew I should have saved. They better have given me a checkpoint. Oh, they did. Okay, good.
Could you just wait to the side there, please? I have someone important coming any moment now.
I mean, exactly. In Erdogan's Turkey, maybe.
This is kind of fun, don't you think?
Most fun I've had in years. Really.
This is kind of fun, don't
I
you
hate
think?
how you can't skip the
Most fun I've
dialogue.
had in
And I
years.
hate how they just
Really?
they allow you to just repeat the same dialogue over and over again.
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
Why did he not do anything? So obviously this isn't gonna do anything. What happens if I show him this? I suspect it's not gonna do anything.
Yes, that's the man I'm waiting for. Now, if you don't go away, I'll have you thrown out.
Okay.
Please tell me I don't have to go and dye my hair or something stupid. So I literally just have to run behind this guy.
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
Yes, I do. No. I can't just wait for that guy to turn his back.
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
Oh, I suspect he's not going to give a shit.
Using that won't work. Another guard checking for IDs. Looks like the waiter was right about the security.
Maybe he'll let me in for some salami. In the old games, George would just shrug when you did something stupid. Right, let's have a look at this map.
A map of Topkapi Palace.
So where are we? Definitely not. It's definitely proper pork. So we're like, what, here?
Ekin at the gate will love it. He and I listen to all your shows. He's even got a poster of you at home.
Alright, well, you've already said that. I don't know what the game wants me to do. And I could stab a guy. I reckon I could get away with that. Obviously, climbing up there. I'm gonna have to climb up there at some point. That's just gonna happen. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I've tried to forget as much of it as possible. Yeah, he's not gonna go.
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
There's not gonna be anything that's gonna distract them that I can see.
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
I hate how they say that twice. Can we phone anyone? Oh, I can't phone in here. I know, he's reconnected the phone.
Hey, Virgil, it's me. George, just the man. You paid that phone bill before you left?
Probably not.
Oh, no, I do believe I forgot.
That's not quite right.
This isn't gonna do anything. Yeah, I was right.
that won't work here.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Did she just distract him? No. Okay.
I was wondering if you could help me.
You want me to distract the guard on the left?
How did you know?
I'm a quick learner.
Once I'm inside, I'll find that side door the waiter was talking about and let you in.
Good luck.
You too. We're both gonna need it.
Please proceed to the gate, Effendi.
Was it because I was running? Yes, it was.
Scaffolding. No tourist attractions complete without it. That's the way in.
I already spotted that, George.
Watch out for those guards, though.
Yeah, that's generally why I try and figure these things out for myself. Because people either are wrong or have forgotten. Okay, so we've got to time this correctly. Right, I'm gonna let's make a save. Wait for this dude to come back. We're not climb up there. Apparently no. It's a bit bogus. They put two different scaffoldings. One of which is a decoy. Yeah, that's a bit lame. I feel like I did a crouch key. Right, as you know, I'm gonna save. Just because I don't trust that.
What the?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so it gives me a checkpoint right here. But it can't be that I have to just luck my way, right?
What the?
Don't really know what the game wants from me here. There's this guy here. There's a guy here as well, I think, but... Could I create some sort of decoy? Okay, I see his hat.
What the?
This is gonna be really convoluted, isn't it?
What the?
Right. So it's nothing to do with timing. Or if it is, the timing makes no sense. Just for shits and giggles, let's try and unlock the. Let's try and open the door.
Locked.
Locked.
It's not gonna be that easy.
Is something on the scaffolding that I'm missing? Is there something up the other side? There's something I could do to make him stay here, maybe. I can distract him with this photo or something.
Using that won't work.
Alright, he won't. He definitely won't try and climb up there. That's gotta be a bug, right? Something I can pick up, but
Got it.
I'm not happy about that.
The guard's cell phone number is 555-654-897.
Because you can't see it on the thing there. At least I can't. And it's so tiny that you have to have basically pixel hunted it. I reserve the right to be angry about that. So what I think then is we just, I don't know what I think we lobbed the phone from up there or something. That's my guess. Get down. Okay, so you can jump. Get up. Jeez. I didn't think I'd say that Broken Sword 3 was better than anything. But the platforming was, the controls were actually, well, the platforming controls were so much better. The moving around generally controls were pretty terrible, just generally. There's got to be somewhere I can just lob that, right? What happens if we just phone his number? You start me. I never thought anything would make me miss Broken Sword 3. I was like, oh, you know, you go back to a point and click. It'll be better. It's not better. Alright, so apparently I can't. Apparently I can't phone the guard's phone. Pushing crates around, yeah. Oh, there were so many box puzzles in that game. To be fair, I didn't really object to any of the puzzles in that game apart from the heat and the grease paint in the cup on the stage light. I dislike that immensely. There's been several like that so far in this, and I'm like only a couple of hours in. I'm actually probably even less than that, but it just has taken so long. But seriously, what do you want me to do with the friggin'
I am not gonna do that.
phone? I obviously need to put it somewhere so that he can... get distracted by it. Why are you... No. Oh my god. Like, is there like a 1 pixel wide? Do you know what I reckon I've got to do? I reckon I've got to go back over there and find like the 3 pixels that I got this from. Yeah, he's not gonna get down. Get down. Like, I found this phone by pure luck. There. Okay, there. Fuck me. I was right. No. Stop moving the camera.
I put the phone back.
Yeah, you cannot see that. You cannot see that that is there. That's just mean-spirited, that is. Jump. Get up. At least the game doesn't allow you to kill yourself by phoning it with the phone in your pocket. Where's the Nokia tune?
Hello? Anyone? Strange.
Right, do I get control back? So obviously we can't climb again.
Who is this? Stop ringing me.
If this is the answer, I don't reckon Anne-Marie is the answer.
The number you require is no longer available.
Hi, is that Alfonso's?
Sure is. want?
I'm doing a survey on closets. You ever been trapped in one?
Hey, George!
I know.
My hero! How you doing?
I'm good, Juanita. Just checking you're still okay. Gotta go, though.
Drop by anytime, George. I owe you big time.
I bet you do.
I was thinking
Bye.
we could get her to call the guard, because apparently I can't do two things at once. Do we just keep phoning him until he just goes so mad that he leaves his post? Because that's a bit lame.
You are driving me crazy. Stop this.
Right, I don't trust this game. We played this for 5 hours and I feel like we've done absolutely nothing. I mean, we were literally reading for about half an hour the other day. It's the least fun way to spend time in a video game ever.
My little honey, is that you? Have you come back to me? My darling, have you forgiven me? Oh, please, I recognize your breathing. It is you. It is.
Jesus.
Oh, joy. Oh, happiness.
Oh, dear. Sorry to disappoint you. It's just me. Better luck next time, soldier.
Right, have we now got him so furious that... This is the 5th time I'm phoning him. If this is the intended solution, it's really bad.
Ah, well, I guess he dumped the phone. Kind of ironic.
How is it ironic? Alright, so let's just get shot.
What the?
Right, where are we at with his phone? Oh. That's not really irony though.
Ah, well, I guess he dumped the phone. Kind of ironic.
Right, climb, 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 climb. So there's literally nothing up. Like, what? We just talk to him when he comes over here.
Ah, well, I guess he dumped the phone. Kind of ironic.
Right, I want to speak to him. I want to try and speak to him. No. Oh my god. I literally don't know what to do. This game is so stupid. Did he dump it on the ground or something? Like, I don't know. Right, there is nowhere else I can go.
I can't go back now. I'd be caught.
Oh, this game is so bad. Oh my god. Shit. Throwing shit across my desk. Don't think the notes has anything useful in it. We just like start a small fire. That's what I'd like to do.
What the?
What the? Oh my god, I just don't want to play this game anymore. Well, it didn't work. Because he just wants to go down. Like, trying to get George to climb is an absolute nightmare. To drop down is easy, you just use the right mouse button. Oh my god. Right, I just gotta look this up because fuck this game. Climb it, find the two gaps in the wall. First go to the right gap. Notice a mobile phone on the gap. Yeah. Examine it and George will get the phone number. I'll go to the left. I've used the... It's easy to find a chance to go up the wall now. Well, I don't think it is. Apparently the guard's path has changed sufficiently that it's easy to find a way. But I would be inclined to disagree. Oh, fuck off.
I need to be careful here.
You couldn't really see anything anyway. Right, so I did do everything right. Now, I don't know to what extent I'm considered to be in shadow here, but presumably he'll just walk straight past me. Yeah.
What the?
That was all too predictable, wasn't it? I still have that knife. Can I not just use it? I'm assuming my problem there was running. I don't see another guard.
What the?
Oh, is he turned around already? That's the thing with the 3D perspective. You're so reliant on the camera angle. You can't see shit. Alright, so you can't go anywhere but that way. So he's turned around by the time. You do have to just peg it. Or, oh, we go up here. Okay, fine. I figured it out. Climb. Climb, damn it. Apparently we're gonna have to spike his tea or something.
The plaster's loose here and I can see some rubble underneath. The plaster's flaking in the windowsill. This place is getting old.
I just find myself really wanting a first person view just so I can look around, but apparently not. Right, can we do... No. We set fire to it. Can we stab it mercilessly with a knife?
No do, Zeki. Better check it out.
What kind of camera angle is that? Jesus.
Fantastic. Luckily I got a sweet tooth.
What the?
Apparently I was too slow to drink his tea.
No do, Zeki. Better check it out.
Whoever determined that this was the camera angle to use wants to be taken out and summarily beaten. I'm gonna come back this way because
sweet tooth.
I'm assuming he's now got to go and make another cup of tea. He's gonna come back up, right? That's what happened to me before. And the whole point of this camera angle, presumably, is that I've got to be able to see what's going on in there, yeah.
Oh no. Zeki, I've run out of tea. Never mind, baby. I'll make a new one. Come on.
Cute doggo with terrible,
Stay.
terrible walking animation. I don't know if the dog's seen us or just doesn't care that we're here.
I really shouldn't. The guard is up there.
Better not go any closer to that dog.
We don't have anything we can distract the dog with. Ooh, salami, we do.
I'm not giving that dog all of my vintage salami.
Okay, so we'll use the knife on the salami.
Excellent. Now I've got a slice of salami. That is one lucky dog. The price of salami these days?
We stole it,
He's
George.
still growling. That is one lucky dog. The price of salami these days? He's still growling. I've already got a slice.
But I don't think we've... Do we heat it up?
I've got no reason to try that.
Well, I don't know. Where's the dog biscuits from Broken Sword of Smoking Mirror?
Better not go any closer to that dog.
That is one lucky dog. The price of salami these days? He's still growling. Using that won't work.
Well, that's what I figured. Is there anything else around here? Why is this not the answer?
That's not such a good idea.
Could have been. We feed the dog a paperclip. I don't have any temazepam.
No way am I doing that. I am not gonna do that.
I thought that could have been a good idea. You stick it on the club, you extend the club, and you can feed the dog the salami from a distance. I thought that was an ingenious idea.
It's the pen with a black cat logo on it. That's not quite right.
There's something I've missed up here. It's the only thing I can think of. There's something up here that I need to grab. But, I mean, the... No, there's nothing. That's... You can't interact with that now. See, I couldn't interact with that
That's
earlier.
the clothesline untied.
Alright, so we've actually got to physically move him. I couldn't interact with that before. Like, they made it really prominent.
Salami on a clothesline? It's a strange world, alright.
I'll accept it because it didn't take me too long to figure it out. But you should have been able to interact with it before. Or at least the quote unquote hitbox for it should have been bigger. I might have just missed the hitbox. But I will accept that one. I'm not going to bitch too much about that. as the solution.
There's the fountain, but the yard is crawling with guards. The building
What
behind
the?
it is the museum. That's where I should find the side door.
Locked.
Locked. A PC. This computer might be controlling the security system. The system is password locked.
Try guest.
It's a cash register.
Something here, and I want to interact with it. I can't apparently.
It says, warning, this museum uses an infrared alarm system. Do not enter when activated.
You know I've got to, right? I don't really need to save, but just in case I didn't get a checkpoint there. Oh, it is locked. Quite handy how these guys can't see through glass. Hello.
Open the door and get caught?
Yep.
Postcards. Oh, there's a nice one of the top copy dagger. The dog must have eaten the salami by now.
I wasn't planning on
Better
going
not
back.
risk it.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it. Just the controls were terrible. Okay. So obviously the password has got to be somewhere around here, right?
It's probably empty.
It's probably empty. It's a long shot, but
I am not gonna do that.
I don't like the way he laughs at my suggestions. Right, Anna Maria's not gonna answer.
The number you require is no longer available.
A map of Topkapi Palace. Museum section, it says. That's where the Topkapi dagger is exhibited. So this is a side entrance. Might be the way forward. There's a fountain in the inner courtyard. Sometimes these connect to the lower aqueduct system. Maybe we could get underground there.
As if that's just some general knowledge that everyone has about ancient buildings. God.
I don't need a postcard. I don't have a stamp. I don't need a postcard. I don't have a stamp. I can see the guards patrolling out there.
They can't see us, apparently.
The door to the museum.
Pretty much sums up my thoughts on this game.
The system is password locked. A PC.
Can we just hack into it with a paperclip?
That's not quite right.
Oh, come off it. No, I refuse to believe that this is the answer. Oh my god, why? How does that make any sense? Okay, right. I mean, that to me, that should work, right? But no, apparently we've got to go through all these friggin' nodes. Oh yeah, does this split the thing? No, it doesn't. It just sends it on a different path. It kind of annoys me that that's just not the answer. Because, oh no, it has to go through there, and then... Like, we... It's great, isn't it? Really helps that it works flawlessly as well. That's not really what I want to do. At least this is a puzzle game, so I can't really object too strongly to there being a puzzle in there. Like, why? Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. That won't. It's not the worst. It's a ringing endorsement, isn't it? I do not know what comes next. I'm gonna leave it as a exercise for discovery. All right, can we start again? I think it would just be easier if I start again. No, not phone. Sorry, but that is where that would go, right? I'm not being dense. That is literally where that should go. This would have to go. Just made a perfect loop. Like, why do we have to go through all the notes? So I think we end up having to go there. If I work this backwards, so we'll go there. That means we'll then have to have something come from there. Which means we'll have to have something come up from there. Means we need to have, oh shit, I'll just put that there for now. So we'll go bum 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 bum. Oh, there we go. There we go. I found it. I found it. I found the answer. I knew working backwards would be the answer.
It won't let me turn off the lasers.
Lasers in test mode for...
That's the best I can do. The lasers will go on and off. Now, if only I could see them too.
Do we not have any infrared goggles? Why do we not bring them, George? I thought it'd just be another wiki to read for hours. My god, that was painful, wasn't it? Alright, actually let's say I don't trust this game. So we usually smoke cigarettes in Metal Gear Solid to see the thing. But let's just run in and see what happens.
Someday I must come back here when I'm under a bit less pressure.
Okay, so there's the...
I am not gonna do that.
I don't even know what it is. You haven't
The
said
vent's
anything.
on, and there's another safety grill in front of it.
We gotta fill it with smoke, so let's just set fire to... Set fire to something.
That's not the right approach.
It is the right approach, George. You're just not forward thinking enough. You're not a pyromaniac.
Using that won't work.
Right, so that is still open.
That's not very realistic.
You're not very realistic, George.
That's not quite right.
At some point, the answer will be setting fire to the salami. What else are we setting fire to?
I've got no reason to try that.
I'm being biased by Metal Gear Solid by trying to make smoke.
No way am I doing that.
That won't do it. My guess is until you disable the so until you can see the lasers, they're considered to always be on. This is just a ventilation vent.
The vent's on, and there's another safety grill in front of it. I am not gonna do that. That's not the right approach.
Alright, we'll set fire to the event then.
That's not quite right.
George is very reluctant to burn things. We don't need this anymore, so that's why I'm really keen to just burn it. There we go.
Hotel flyer goes in, and the grill closes.
Here we go. I knew setting fire to stuff was the answer.
With the flyer alight, the smoke should reveal where the lasers are.
I actually quite like that laser effect. I think it looks quite good.
Muhammad's handwritten letter.
I'm assuming there was nothing there that I needed to look at. What?
Anna Maria, are you there?
George? Yes. Oh, you made it. Let me in. I'm so glad you decided to help me, George.
This reminds me of the time when I had to solve an amazingly difficult Mayan puzzle.
Tell me all about it when you've opened the door, George.
You got any idea how we open this door?
Well, there's no handle on this side.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, well, let's just figure it out. And then this one's gonna lower all three, and we've done it first time. Yes! I was right. I've not been keeping track of what does what, by the way, so this is just gonna be blind luck. Exactly. Not that one, but... And then pulling that one should do nothing. And then if we do this one, there's 1 and 3. They all do 2, so I should put them all back, right? Okay. Right, so this one I think does 1 and 3. Correct. I'm actually going to force myself to logic this one through. That one does 1 and 3. This one does 2 and 3. That does 1, 2, and 4. And that does 3 and 4. So I can't have both of these at the same time because they're the only two that do 4. So I think, is it going to be that one? That one? No. That one. Now I'm going to have to do 3 again. And then 2 and 3 is this one. What a fucking genius.
Nice work, George.
Gee, thanks.
No, gee, thanks you. Glad you decided to help me, George.
Alright, so I think we've got another door puzzle to do.
Anna Maria, help me open this door, would you?
What do I do?
When I turn one head, you turn the other.
Okay.
You'd better wait here while I check out the fountain.
Be careful.
Where were all the
Those
guards?
guards mean business.
Looks like the guards concentrate on the museum part of the courtyard.
That's gonna make it hard enough.
What we doing?
What the?
What the? You what? That seems to be something.
That's the pump off. Now that the pump's off, the water is pretty much drained out. I need an extra pair of hands.
What the?
I just wanted to see what would happen if I just stayed in the water. It was predictable. Alright, so this is going to be pretty tedious, I think. So I don't think the game has acknowledged that I've done that before. I don't know if it would accept me asking Anna Maria to come over to help.
Now that the water's gone, it's clear the statue isn't attached at the bottom. If I push it slightly to the side, it might open up a way down. I need an extra pair of hands.
Oh, so it just skips that animation there. Fair enough.
Maybe when this is all over, we might grab a beer together
I don't
in New
wanna-
York somewhere?
Not a beer. We'll drink martinis. You know my favorite place? Grand Central Station. It's like a movie set.
That's a date, George.
And I'm buying.
I don't want to talk about that. Because presumably he's now... Yeah. Alright. I like how he sort of wasn't ready to do his sitting animation, but he did it anyway. She's not in my inventory, right? How do I get her over here?
I need an extra pair of hands.
If I speak to her about her?
Don't worry, Anna Maria. I'll find a way down. Soon.
I
I'm
have.
keeping my eye on those guards.
Like, can't you just come over here and help, right? Is that not something you can do?
What the?
This door's going to be locked. There's going to be nothing. Does he only move when the... I don't know. Like, how do I get her to come with me to push this thing?
What the?
I think there should be like, he should say, I'm not gonna stab the guy. I genuinely don't know what you meant to do.
That's the pump off. Now that the pump's off, the water is pretty much drained out. That's not gonna work.
Good job, these guys are really blind, right? So I think I've gotta keep the pump. I've gotta block the pump, basically. I just don't know what I've got to shove in there. So I'm just gonna have to try pretty much everything. My first thing is gonna be the fireproof blanket. Salami. A very light shrug. Smash it with a golf club. I've got to stop this from refilling. Why?
What the?
Who caught me? I have a feeling the solution to this is going to really piss me off.
It looks like a power switch.
We short it with the paperclip.
I need an extra pair of hands.
Alright, so he's over there trying to fix it. Now she's just going to come over and help, right?
Anna Maria, come down to the fountain. I need you to push the statue.
Convoluted, right?
Sure.
Down the hole we go.
Down the hole we go. I don't even know why we're going down here.
Now we just need to find the citadel.
You know, it might have caved in on itself years ago.
You gotta have faith.
But it's 4 out of 4 Broken Sword games with a sewer level. I think. Yes. There is. So actually, was there one in 2? No, there isn't a sewer level in Smoking Mirror, I don't think. There is a underground train, like a...
I can hear the water rushing downwards now.
I don't know why this is relevant.
I can hear the water rushing in and downwards now.
Obviously this is going to be some sort of puzzle.
Valve closed.
Okay.
Valve open.
There we go.
No water flowing through at all.
Why do we care? What are we trying to do?
I can hear the water rushing downwards now. The water's now rushing downwards.
All right, are we trying to stop all the water? Is that what we're trying to do? It's very unclear. We need to talk to her. Will she shine the light on it?
It's kind of creepy down here, don't you think?
Hope you're not scared of rats.
Ha! Me? Never. You didn't
I like the rats more than I like the people.
You know, there was a time I almost did this kind of thing for a living.
I can see why.
Looks like a valve to close or open the pipe.
But I don't know why we're fucking around with the pipes. To what end are we doing things?
I can hear the water rushing down the left-hand pipe. I can hear the water rushing down the left-hand pipe. I can hear the water rushing down the left-hand pipe. I can hear the water rushing down the left-hand pipe.
Okay, but again, who cares? Like, why is this relevant? Why is it important?
Valve open. Valve closed.
Valve closed.
No water flowing through at all.
This, I don't think will do anything.
Valve closed.
What if we open this?
Valve open.
Because the game is basically giving us nothing, I might just look the answer
No
up.
water flowing through at all. Valve closed.
Wait, no, let's do that open.
Valve open. Valve open. No water flowing through at all.
Alright, I don't care about this puzzle, so I'm gonna look it up. Give me a sec. Okay, right. There are several valves in this sewer. Oh, there's a stone in the wall. The stone in the wall is loose in the left side of the sewer. Where is there a loose stone? Oh, is it there? Has this been classic game not being very good at explaining itself? Because there's no good reason for me to be messing around with these valves at the minute. Like, that's a different color and it sticks out like a sore thumb, but I can't interact with it. Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna do what this says, because I don't want to spend hours dicking around with this. So try to adjust the valves. These are from left to right, horizontal, vertical, vertical, and horizontal. Oh, from right to left, sorry. So we go horizontal, vertical, vertical, and horizontal. So horizontal.
I can hear the water rushing downwards now.
Vertical.
I can hear the water rushing in and downwards now.
Vertical. Alright, and then from up to down, close, open.
Valve closed.
And then that should be valve open.
Valve closed.
And then valve open.
Valve open. The block isn't moving all the way.
But we couldn't interact with that valve. Sorry, that block. I object strongly to this puzzle, because at no point did it suggest that fucking around with these pipes was going to do anything for this. Ugh.
It's kind of creepy down here, don't you think?
Hope you're not scared of rats.
Ha! Me? Never.
You already said this. You already made this joke. Right, can we light something? We get her to hold the lighter?
No way am I doing that.
Alright, well, should we just walk here? Yeah, I could have got that puzzle if it was really clear what we were actually trying to do. I'm pretty sure there's like a bunch of bugs in the game. Right, what are we... Is this where we came in? It is exactly where we came in. Right, so what do we... Right, there's no other way to go but there. You can't see there's a floor down there.
This must be the place.
Oh, I hate this fucking game.
I don't think I actually believed it.
Undisturbed for centuries.
So the manuscript is genuine. It will lead us to the treasure.
Ugh. I don't even care anymore, George. What was... Like, there are noises happening around you. Make some comment on it.
Looks like a release button for the door. Nothing's happening.
Right, we should be able to look at stuff on the floor, right? Because that's obviously what's happening. Is there something on the floor that's triggering a mechanism that allows us to open the door or whatever?
Anna Maria, could you try pressing the button here, please?
Sure.
And we fall through a trapdoor and we die, and then it's all
Here
over.
goes.
Well, I'm gonna move, and the door's gonna release, right? Oh, no, was that it? Was that seriously the puzzle? Alright. I'll take it. Exclamation mark spoilers. I've literally got a walkthrough for a whole game right on my phone, loaded and ready to go. It's because I had a feeling that's how this game was gonna go. Oh, I got caps lock on for some reason. Right, so if we... No. I hate how escaping takes you to the menu and then escaping again doesn't return you to the game. Right. Fuck's sake. So we go Crucifix, Star of David, Crescent, Crucifix. That to me, that should be the answer.
A knight holding a shield. The shield looks like a ribbon.
If you remember this. Oh well, he had a shield there. Are we? Okay. Is the game just bugged here? Oh god, it's so bad.
Cross, crescent moon, Star of David. I wonder why these symbols are here.
Oh, I've matched it up. Unless, I mean, it can't be this, right? This is ludicrous if it is. Slowest puzzle ever. Alright, I'm glad that didn't do anything, because that would have made me really angry if it did. I don't... Is there anything else around here that I can look at? That's where we came in. Let's also ignore the fact that probably no one's been down here for a while, but these fires are apparently still burning. Oh wait, no, that one wants to be... Oh no. And this I want to be that.
That's done it.
Nice work.
Do you want to know what my logic was there? So I had a pattern on the shield. I had a pattern on the manuscript. So I was like, okay, well what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick the one that isn't on either of those in both pictures. I didn't look that up, but I think that's shit. I think that's really, really, really stupid. Because it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't think... Like, the only reason I went that direction is because I thought the answer was stupid. Right, what are we doing here? Oh, so the... and I still don't think it... I just don't... It's not really a code or anything. I think they could have just put nothing there and just had you have to remember that there was something on the map, on the manuscript. So the fleur-de-lis were... Okay, up, down, up, right. Left, right, okay. Oh, actually, no. So 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9:15. And then 9 o'clock. So let me just write that down. Got a post-it note here. So we go 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9:15 and 9 o'clock. Shit, which one was the hour hand? So the red one was the hour hand. I don't know if this is going to be right. After knowing the solution. Right, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Is this going to be like another residual one? Like, are there 2 times that are missing? Like, 12:30. Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna look it up because I think this just could be a bit of a clusterfuck. Right, so blue up, red down. Alright, so this is going to be 6 o'clock. Oh no, this is that's the hour hand. The red is the hour hand. So this is... Oh yeah, so that's 6 o'clock. I might have actually just misread the thing. And then it is...
Solved.
Solved.
George, you're a miracle worker.
You know, sometimes I think I just might be.
I gotta consult the manuscript again, just to see if I can figure out why that would be the answer. So you invert the top one, and you invert the second one. So if the next one's a fleur-de-lis, I figured that out. But I think that's if this next one is a fleur-de-lis, I think that's a really unfair puzzle. Right, where's the... Where's the next one? Right, that was the first one. That was the second one. Oh, here we go. Alright, so this is actually going to be... Oh, fuck's sake. This is going to be one I'm going to want to look up as well. It is. It's just going to be whatever's left over, right? Or is it... no, it's not a rotational symmetry thing. What symbols do we have? I can't even... Can we actually zoom in on those? Here we can. But again, the resolution's crap. So we're trying to find the we're trying to find the coat of arms for there. So the blue one, the yellow and blue, the blue and gold. Okay. If I just take each one in turn, it should be the red one up top. If there's 4 symbols, right? Should be the... I'm gonna go whatever's the red one. If I don't, basically if I don't get it first try, I'm giving up and looking it up. Because I can't be asked. Alright, what I thought was the answer is not right, so... Alright, so here we go. I don't really care what... This image is tiny. I want what's on the bottom to be here, right? And then this one is that next one. And this one's yellow with the white fleur-de-lis.
Excellent. Anna Maria, could you go stand in one of the alcoves?
Why?
The manuscript says we need to take our place in the circle.
Oh, I see. What happens then?
We die.
Well, if we're lucky, we find ourselves in the treasure room.
And I get the treasure.
That's the plan.
Uh-huh.
What?
Nothing.
Come on, Anna Maria. Hey, what's the matter?
It's such a big step, don't you see? If the treasure's really there, then everything changes.
I mean, this is effectively just looting.
It changes for the better.
But you think so?
I know so. I've been poor often enough.
Maybe it's not about the money.
So maybe it's not. But whatever happens, the way you and I have done this, the way we've been together, the way it's worked out, it's gotta be a force for good. Don't you think? A positive thing, a good thing. Agreed?
Agreed.
So let's do it.
You're right. Let's do it. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Me too. You know something? I don't think it's medieval.
Looks
I think
ancient
it's older.
Egyptian.
Almost biblical.
Yeah, it seems familiar. Why is that?
So many paintings of angels, I guess.
You're right. Botticelli, Michelangelo.
But none so beautiful as this.
So, how are we gonna get it out?
Oh, it feels like stealing.
Are you kidding?
because it
I don't
is.
see anyone else down here putting in the hours.
You're right. Come on, let's do it.
Atta girl.
And we're locked in.